This week I'm talking to Eman from a children's home in the Palestinian Authority. Eman's story is a sad one, and she speaks about the difficult subject of child abuse. I started the conversation by asking her how old she was.
19.
And how long have you lived in the children's home?
My whole life.
Now, are you Muslim or are you a Christian?
Christian in heart, but my family are Muslims.
So you were born into a Muslim background?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it easy for you to convert to Christianity, being from a Muslim background?
No, it wasn't, because I had a lot of bad experience with my parents. My parents, they know that I'm Christian, but they're not happy with that because my life was in danger for a while when I became Christian. So they said to me that if you don't want to be a Muslim girl, we will kill you. So I said I didn't care for a while actually, but I was scared. But I did not care from my heart. I thought, okay, God is beside me, so why should I be afraid?
So your parents know that you're a Christian, your life could be in danger now even?
Yes.
So how many brothers and sisters do you have?
Well, actually, I have now 24, and the 25th is on the way.
That's brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Well, that's quite a very big family.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, yeah. And why did you leave your parents to come and live in the children's home?
Well, it was not my decision. It was actually when my parents, when I was a small girl, when I was born, they didn't want me, actually. They threw me away, and then they brought me to place, and then they found this children's home. And they said, if you don't want to have this child, we will throw her away. So I will put her in a box, and then you will do what you want. So the people who were here, they looked to each other like, why should we do that? We have to do something. So one of the people here, they said, no, we won't do it. So we will let the girl here. So we will take care of her. We won't let you throw her away.
So did that build a lot of anger in your heart, knowing that your parents didn't really want you?
Yes, it did, of course, from first. But later, because I'm used to it here, so this is actually my family for me. But of course, I had a lot of problems in my life, but I was thinking, okay, I don't know, I'm used to it over here, so I try to be good to them, but they're not really convinced. They don't really love me.
Yeah. Did you grow up with a lot of abuse in the home when you were living at home?
Yeah, yes, I had a lot of bad experiences. My mom beat me very hard many times, and I have been in pain for sometimes in 1 year, or sometimes it's like in between in the year. So I was thinking, it's just, it's some kind of game what was happening to me, because my mom was hating me, my brothers were hating me, everyone hated me from the family. My dad hated me too, because he wanted to have something from me and I could not give it to him. It was a bad thing, so I was like, I did not give it to him, but he did it. He forced me to do something what's not good.
Now you say that your father was doing things to you that he shouldn't do. Were you talking about sexual abuse there?
Yes, I went home in the summer last year, and actually my dad he beat me a lot of times, and he hit me, and then one day my mom put me in the room. I didn't know that he was there. So I was sleeping, and then he came there. I mean, I did not know that he came because I was sleeping. So when I woke up, I found him on top of me. I became awake from his weight. So I started to scream, but he put the pillow on my mouth, so he did not give me the chance to scream. My mom was knocking at the door, and then he pulled himself up, and then like nothing happened, and then she went again. And then he came back again, and then I started to scream, but my mom didn't hear me. So he put his things off, so I saw everything, and he saw mine, and I was really scared, and I started to cry. But no one helped me, and he did what he wanted to do, and then he went to the other side. And then I was thinking, why me? And then I started to cry, and then suddenly I was just silenced because it was from the fear. I didn't know what to do. And then my mom came in, and then I said to my mom what happened, and then she started to hit herself outside when my dad did himself like he was sleeping. So I went out with my mom. My mom saw what happened because she felt that he went to the other side because she saw the move when he moved. She saw it when she opened the door. And she saw me, so she said, "Come here immediately." So I put my pants on, and then she saw that something was happening, and she saw my eyes that I was screaming, that I was not having fun. So as I said, my mom took me outside, and she saw that I was shaking, and I was so afraid, and it was not a nice move, you know. And then she said, "What was going on?" And then I said, "He did what he wanted with me," and she saw that I was crying and I was scared, and she saw it, and then she became crazy. She went to my dad, and she opened the door, and she said, "Yeah, she said that you said it." And then I became scared, and then I said, I had to make her lie. I said, no, nothing happened. I did not tell her anything because I was scared of my dad. So I said, no, nothing happened. I did not say anything. It was just a false alarm. I just said it that way. And then I went outside, and then I went in again with my dad. And then he said, "Don't say anything. If you do, I kill you." And then I said, but then I did not say anything after it. And then he just pull me in, and then the end of that day, I had a lot of beatings from my mom the same day and from my brothers, and everyone hated me. And then I said it again to my mom what happened, and everyone hated me. Because then, and my brother, my 13-year-old brother, he looks like that he's 20, 21. He's a very big guy. He did the same thing what my dad did, but that time I defended myself. I hit him. I did bite his ear, actually, and I hurt him. But I tried to do more, but I just pushed him away, and that's it what I can do. And then my sister saw it, so she hit my brother, and then she pulled me in her room. And it was like everyone was against me.
So you must really find now that the children's home is a real sanctuary for you to get away from your family situation.
Well, to get away, that's not really a word, because it's an open place, so they can come anytime when they want. The danger is still on, but in my actually I'm actually thinking to go out somewhere where I can hide. Not now, but when anything happens. I have a place in my mind, but I don't know if that's the right place to hide myself in. So I'm just thinking, but I don't know. It's just that we're just hoping that nothing will happen again. But my dad, he paid me money to stay silent also. He gave me 100, and then after that he gave me 50, and after that he gave me more than 200. He gave me money. He just used me for the money. Just said, "Shut up, don't say anything."
So how difficult is it for you being female and being from a Muslim background?
Difficult, because a female cannot do anything. The boy can do more than a female, because the female is, it's like an easy one. They can do whatever they want with her, because she doesn't have any word. Even if they beat her and they had sex with her or whatever, what she didn't want to, of course, she doesn't even like to have something like that. But the parents sometimes, they beat her very hard to stay silent about it. So the girl is very easy here, because they will kill her also very easily, and they won't believe her always, because she's a female, and the boy had more right than a girl here.
Yeah. Now I understand as well. You have a lot of difficulties because, in a sense, your parents, they want you to come back to the family so that you can get married. How difficult is that for you?
Well, actually, I was thinking at first that I wanted to be married. It's like a Cinderella story, like whatever, ever after, and I thought, okay, it's cool, so it's not bad to be married. But in the same time, it's like that they are using the word marriage, because the word marriage is not always good, because here the Arab people doesn't think only about marriage. They're only thinking to have something from the girl, and then they throw her away.
So what do you mean by something from the girl? Like money? You mean to get money from the other family?
Yes, to have gold and like this sort of stuff, but it's not only the gold, it's only also to do whatever they want, part of sex, they're only thinking about that. That's all they're thinking about.
So if you were pulled away from the children's home and your parents, would it be arranged marriage, a forced marriage?
No, actually we are working on a case that I can have my own rights, so I'm not going to get married, and I have already one who I really love, so I won't lose him.
So how do you feel now being a believer in Jesus? Has that really changed things around for you?
Yes, it does. It's like, it's like a miracle for me to be here. Because I was between life and death for a while, and now I'm standing on my feet, like there's nothing going on, And it's not in the way of people, it's the way of God, because Jesus really helped me, It's like a miracle. Sometimes I don't even believe that I'm back home.
So really, in some ways, although you've got an earthly family, and it's been very difficult for you in that family, God has provided you with a new family, and he really truly has become your father.
Yes, he has, and he really takes care of me, really.
So how do you like it here in the children's home?
It's good. I'm working. I'm trying to build my own life without them, but you never know what can happen. You never know what can happen tomorrow.
So now you're actually working in the children's home. They've given you a job here as well.
Yes, I'm working as teacher.
Do you enjoy doing that?
Yes, I do. Because I want to give them something what I lost.
So also you can give back to the children's home some of the things that you've been doing. They've given to you, to your heart for so many years. Now you're able to give back into the children's home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's good. So how has the children's home actually helped you to be a believer here in the community that you're living with?
Well, actually, I like every morning I sing songs with them. I read from the Bible. I'm saying stories about God. It's nice. I enjoy doing that. And even if I'm sitting in the church, of course, we're also naughty sometimes, but it's it's just normal. But actually, with our heads, we're with God.
Yeah. So you go to a church here in Bethlehem?
Yes.
And how is church for you here in Bethlehem?
It's good. It's nice. It's really it's good.
So what's your prayer and what's your advice for girls who are maybe going through the same difficulties that you've been through, who are struggling with either abuse in a family or just going through family difficulties in general?
I would say that God protect them even if they don't know God, because many people, like my sister, she got the same thing. Then I said in my heart, she's not Christian, but I pray for her anyway, so God can protect her. Even though that she doesn't see it, but I do see it. So some people, even if that thing happened to them, at least they don't forget the word God, that there is a God who takes care of them. Because I know that God doesn't want this to happen. It's all this Satan who is doing it. Life is not always easy, and what we have to do now is to have faith and to trust that God is with us even whatever happens. So we have to keep our heads up. We don't have to be very thin and not to be strong. So actually I am stronger than first. I'm not that weak. And to be honest, I tried many times to suicide. I've tried many times to kill myself. And I was thinking, with the help of God, I won't do it. So I didn't do it. Actually now I'm really strong, but sometimes I have fear. I won't say that I'm always strong, because the fear is still in my heart. And it's not easy to forget the things what I've been through.
Do you often question God as to, God, why did you allow these things to happen to me?
Yes, indeed. Yeah. I ask it many times. It's really true. Even in prayer, I say, why? You knew that all this will happen. You saw it. You saw it before it will happen. Why did you let it happen? But in the same time, what God is trying to teach us, that he is giving us a test, I think, to see between good and bad and what we have to decide. I think that's what I'm thinking, because we are not some kind of remote control that God says to us what to do, because we are not, but we have to decide what we want. It's not only because God said to us that decide this for you. You have to decide. The decision is yours. Because that's what God said. He gave us the opportunity to say yes and no, yes and no. But in the end, we have to know that God is the one who will take care of us if we believe in him and if we choose for him.
Well, Eman, thank you very much for sharing. If you're a child and you're suffering from abuse, whether it's physical or mental abuse, you should speak to someone you can trust. They will help you. There are also government agencies who can help you too. You don't have to suffer alone.